Hi, it's Michael Josem here, and I'm running to be a strong voice for Douglas South in the by-election that's happening this coming Thursday. So just been here at Vallajeelt this morning and early this afternoon, chatting to different people. To begin with, there are a few dog walkers, but also a few people came past one man in particular who said he was on his way home from last night. So I think in the future I might have to do these things a little bit later in the day. I think what was it's good, opportunity, to get out here and to chat to different people. In particular, spoke to people. One of the current themes this morning was about this idea of mental health. Chatting to one man who told me about how he knew of a friend is the right word, but acquaintance, which was, and he was having a tough time and needed, mental health help. And in his acquaintance's circumstance, was on a waiting list for almost 2 years. Spoke to another woman earlier in the week, similar experience. And it's a little bit of a sensitive topic because a woman very close to me had been diagnosed and needed to face treatment for a whole lot of mental health issues. And so something really quite close to my heart. I remember as a young man, was it almost 20 years ago now, that the experience of my personal experience was going to the psychiatric institution and getting her out of lockup and taking her home. And it's tough because it hits so many people in so many ways that are not immediately obvious. And yet still it's a difficult issue to talk about as a community, as a family, as an individual. These sort of issues are super sensitive, but as a community, I guess it's incumbent upon all of us to recognise that there are people who are facing significant issues around this area, and to help them, and to help our neighbours and our family members who have these mental health issues. And to speak openly about them in the same way that you might speak about someone with a broken leg or a sore back or whatever, or different physical issues of different seriousness. There are also many people in our community who are facing different mental health issues of different levels of seriousness, and so that's a real challenge. It's something that is a little bit of a silent killer, and especially in the context of lockdowns and restrictions on work and so on. Having a job is more than just about having the money to pay for the heating and food and rent and so on. It's also about dignity, and so creating jobs is about that dignity of being able to serve your community, whether it be in jobs, everything from janitors to bus drivers to taxi drivers to computer programmers to all sorts of different work in our society, to nurses, to teachers, to doctors, to police officers and so on. All these jobs are not just about the money, but it's about the dignity of working and serving your community. And so that's, I think, a recurring issue that I've spoken to in the last few weeks, especially now that unemployment here in the Isle of Man this week was revealed to be about a quarter higher than across. Not having that ability to serve your community, not having that ability to work, not having those jobs is affecting people's mental health. It becomes a self-fulfilling spiral. And so that's why, I guess one of the things that I've spoken about repeatedly is about the importance of focusing on jobs, health, and easing the squeeze on household finances, because everything starts from a healthy economy. Everything starts from jobs. Everything starts from being able to go to work, serve your customers, and take it from there. And it all comes back to that. And so that's why, ultimately we're running here in this election, is that we need someone who'll be a strong voice here in Tynwald to fight for jobs, to fight for healthcare, and to ease the squeeze on household finances. And so as part of that, come on down Thursday. We've got 3 polling stations. One here is at Vallajeelt, the other is at Annika Primary School, and then also at Poolrose Methodist Church. Polls are open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And this is a really important opportunity for you, if you live in the area, to have your say, cast your vote, and to send a message, ultimately, that we need to focus on jobs, health, and easing the squeeze on household finances. So come on down Thursday, cast your vote, And in the meantime, feel free to contact me. You can message me on the social media, or give me a call, 488-557. But hopefully, otherwise, I will see you out here at the polling stations on Thursday. Come on down. Only takes a couple of minutes.